going live again. We are live as promised. As promised, that I will be doing another program this evening. So it's a double program for us. Just bear with me because we're also doing the recording for the YouTube channels. Thank you again for joining us. This is the promise that I made this morning that I'm going to be doing a program on our tenet, on what is embedded in our national anthem and the pledge. So that's what we're going to be talking about this evening. It might be a short one, it might be a short one, but I would like us, because you see the unique thing about this country that we are in, which is America, is that their national anthem and their pledge, which is, I believe, their Star Spangled Banner, is their anthem, and then they have their pledge. They respect that so much because every single thing that is in there, they live by it. Okay, and it starts from the top. But I want us to look at our own national anthem and our own pledge. I can't remember, we used to recite that back in the days, 30, 40, 50 years ago, when one was a little child. We used to recite that. It's one of the things we used to do every morning when we go to school, reciting our national anthem and the pledge, But as time goes on, we find out that we got lost. We lost everything and we forgot everything about that pledge. As a matter of fact, on one of my screens, I can't just get to them now. On one of my screens, I'm on the Nigerian High Commission, London, UK, and I have the Nigerian national anthem in front of me. We're going to look into it for a minute. We're going to look into it. You can see me. I'm fully who we are, Nigerian. I decided to take my flag off my background and put it on because of what I'm about to talk to us about, or what we're going to be discussing now, which is this flag. It's not that I'm a Nigerian, but again, the things that made us who we are. Because if we look at that pledge, and we look at our national anthem, which I'm going to play for a minute. I'm going to play for a minute, as a matter of fact, before we start. One nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Thank you for having that patience to listen to that with me. Again, let us look at the wordings again. It says, "Arise, O compatriots, Nigerians call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and the strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain, to serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace, and unity." Now the second stanza says, "O God of creation, direct our noble course." O God of creation, my screen just went blank on me. O God of creation, direct our noble course. Guide our leaders to right. Help our youths the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow. And living just and true. Great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. This is our national anthem. Basically, what we can call it our tenet, the principles, or what's supposed to be the principles guiding every single one of the citizens of Nigeria, and also what can also be our precepts. Okay. Now, when we look at this word to word, because I was going through in some of my researches yesterday, I came across it, and I took time to look at it again, to look at this our national anthem again, and everything that is written word to word, line by line of this national anthem. Okay, if you're just joining us, we are talking about the Nigerian national anthem. Okay, if we have lived to that, if we've lived to the belief or lived to the cause of the national anthem. Okay, more especially those in authority. Those in authority. I'm not even going to talk about the citizens and the citizenry right now. I'm not going to talk about that now. I'm talking about what I'm saying now, and what I'm talking about now is directed to those in authority, because we're meant to understand biblically that anointing flows from the head to the foot. So everything starts from the head to the foot. So let us see if these guys in authority, okay, actually live to this tenet. Okay. Now let me talk about the pledge, the one that we will raise our hand during those days to pledge about. That says, "I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God." Wow, 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 wow! This is the pledge, which I don't think that these guys in the National Assembly and these guys in the government as in general, they still even remember this pledge. I tell you now, if you take this pledge to some of them and ask them what is Nigerian pledge, they can't even recite it. They can't even recite this pledge. And I remember growing up, this is one of the things we used to talk about. We used to recite this pledge every morning. When we come out to devotion, we'll recite this pledge. Okay? Hoping that this pledge will live to the cause of it and to the belief of it. Okay? Now, I pledged to Nigeria, my country. Now, again, I'm referencing and I'm referring to those in authority. These guys that have put us in spellbound and messed this country up to the extent that this country looks like it doesn't mean anything anymore. Okay? Honestly, when I look at this, all right, I'm very, very, very angry, as most of us are, and most of us are supposed to be. Looking at this, they pledge to Nigeria, their country, to be faithful. We know that that word does not exist in the dictionary. To be faithful, loyal to Nigeria. We live in America here. Some of us that live here, we know how these people are loyal to that Star Spangled Banner. One of the things, when you go for citizenship in America here, one of the things they will ask you to pledge to is to their flag. It's to their flag. That's one of the things they will ask you to. You have been basically forced to pledge to, which is okay, and that's to tell you the belief, and that's why they respect everything that is the Star Spangled Banner. They respect it so much, and to the belief they respect it. Now, here we are. These people have put us in a situation where we don't even believe in our country anymore. We don't even believe in Nigeria anymore. Look at what it says here. And we're talking about Nigerian national pledge. Okay, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Think about this line. If these guys are serving us with all their strength, are they serving us with all their guilt? Are they serving us with all their falsehood? Are they serving us with all their crime and all the things they're doing? Are they really serving us? Okay? To defend her unity. To defend her unity. The unity of that country, Nigeria. To defend her unity is a pledge that these guys were supposed to do, okay, and live by it, okay? And I'm sorry to report today that none of these guys over there are living to this tenet. To defend the unity of Nigeria, to uphold the glory of Nigeria and the honor of Nigeria, none of these guys are. And they don't have what it takes to do that. And this is where we have to be very careful as we vote the people that's going to go into the new dispensation. This is where we have to be very careful. Pardon my passion this evening. I'm very, very angry because The way I'm feeling, and I know you are feeling the same way about that our country. I tell you, 99%, if not 100% of Nigerians love that country, Nigeria. But because of what has happened and the way these guys have pulled that country and messed that country up, made us not to start denying our country. Look at our national anthem. If you have time, Google our national anthem, look at it, you will cry. And see what is in there and see what these guys have done or what they are doing. And here now, they're trying to go back there again to complete what they started. They're trying to go back there again. We should rise up. I know that most of us are not in a position to vote this time, but in our previous programs, I talked about it. I talked about what we need to do. What we need to do to educate these people. But some of us are over here, enlightened and whatever. When we look at this national anthem, what is in it? What is in it? And the fact that people are not living, these guys, again, I'm not talking about the general population, because they brought us to the lowest place where we are now, that made us to even forget that we have a national anthem. Talk about the pledge. Okay? When I look at the second stanza of the national anthem, when I look at the second stanza of it, I cry. Then it makes you to, because everything there was directed to what God was supposed to do for the nation. He says, oh, God, our creation. But this is not us talking to God. This is us talking to God. Please, those on the YouTube live, don't mind me. I'm mostly focusing on this camera here. There are 4 cameras here with me. But I know this camera here, it looks like I'm just talking on the side because I'm focusing on this particular one here. That was why. But I know that the other one is also coming in. And this one here is also coming in. But again, back to what we're talking about. When you look at the second stanza of that our anthem, it says, O God of creation, direct our noble course. Basically, this is a prayer. If you actually look at it, it's a prayer. Direct our noble course, guide our leaders right. Okay? Help our youths the truth to know, in love and in honesty to grow, and living just and true. Great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. To build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. That was our prayer, that was our desire when we were making this, when we were singing this national second stanza, which we don't normally do anyways. Because after the singing the first stanza, we don't get into the second stanza. But when you look at the second stanza, when you look at the second stanza, okay, that's actually us praying to God. We're praying to God, asking God to do this thing for our nation. Then when you look at it and you say, did God fail us? Didn't God hear our prayer? I tell you, He heard our prayers. But we are not living to our prayers. We are not living to our desire. We are not living to our demand. And these guys that are out there messing things up, these guys that are out there don't even understand what it means to be a Nigerian. Talk about being a leader. Okay? I wish, I tell you that if you go to the street, if you go to the government house right now, go to that red chamber and ask these guys to recite this, you will get 0 over 100, whatever numbers, how many they are over there. They can't even remember, they don't even know this, that we still have this. But in America, and I will tell you now, in America where we are, and all these developed nations, their national anthem and their pledge means so much to them. And they live by it. It's a principle that you have to live by. But these guys in Nigeria that are our leaders, they don't even understand this. They can't even. Oh. Well, again, pardon me. I'm just going cuckoo. Honestly, I don't even know. But you know what? A new dawn. The new dawn is here. The new Nigeria is here. All these things are going to mean something again. I tell you. All these things are going to mean something again. Nigeria is going to be that Nigeria we all grow up knowing. Nigeria is going to be that Nigeria that we all grow up knowing. This is the week. This is the weekend. This is the weekend, and I know every single one of us that are out there. I see a yellow day. I can't keep watching. I see Simeon. I see Chedadi. I see Stanley. I see Kenneth from Canada. I see a whole lot of you watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, just share this, share. That's all it is. This is a week for us. This is the week for us. This is the week for us to reclaim that country. This is the week for us to reclaim that democracy. This is the week for that Nigeria to be what it is, or what it's supposed to be. Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about the national pledge of Nigeria and the national anthem of Nigeria, which was supposed to be the principle that is guiding every citizen of Nigeria. But like I said again, because of the state of the citizenry, I'm not talking about that, so I'm just going to be referring to those in authority, those that we elected to defend and uphold this honor. Those are the people that I'm referencing and I'm talking to tonight. Okay, I know this video is going to get to them definitely. It's going, the YouTube one, the Instagram one. I mean, all these videos are going everywhere. So they see what they know what we're talking about. Okay, they know what we're talking about. It's hard time. We hold these guys responsible for what is in this national anthem, because that's what they pledge, mostly on the pledge. That's what they pledge to. They pledge to defend Nigeria, their country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. And today, these guys have failed. They are not loyal. They are not honest. Neither are they faithful. They are not. Okay? But we have another chance. We have another chance this weekend. We have another chance this weekend, friends. We have another chance. This is the time to get it right. I know because of the history of how the election goes and stuff, most of us don't get into the election process as we are doing this time around. And thank God now we have a would-be Messiah. Okay? Because we know that God brought out this candidate we all know and we're all rallying around. God brought him out at the right time. Okay, God brought him out at the right time, and he's going to take us to that promised land. We all know that and we all believe that, and that's why we're all clamoring around him. That's why we're all behind him, to see that he gets to that seat. Because we know that when he gets to that seat, things are going to change. Okay, and he's a man that understands this national pledge. He's a man that lives by the principle of this national pledge. He's a man that understands the first stanza of our national anthem. He's a man that understands it. He understands it very well. Because if you look at everything that makes him who he is, and the things he does, okay, then you know that that man still remembers the national anthem. Again, let me go back to that national anthem. And it says, "Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria calls us to obey." Arise, O compatriots. Nigeria calls us. Nigeria as a nation, Nigeria as an entity calls us to obey. He says to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. Okay? The labor of our heroes in the past, he said, it shall not be in vain. So it means there's supposed to be a continuity of their labor. We used to be proud of some of these guys. There are some people today, when you mention their name, you will be proud of them. You will be proud of them and their achievements and what they did. We know some of those guys. But who today would you mention his name and you'll be proud? Who today in the current governance would you mention his name, you'll be proud? Is it the governors? Is it the senators? Okay, now let me not even go to the top. Every single one of them have failed this nation. But we have one more chance. We have one more chance, friends. We have one more chance. We have one more chance. We have one more chance to get it right, and it's going to happen this weekend. It's going to happen this weekend. Everywhere we are all getting ready. We are all pumped up. Like I said, you see, I have my flag. Okay, I have my Nigerian flag, fully Nigerian. Okay, fully Nigerian, and I can't wait. 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 Okay, to serve with heart and might our one nation bound in freedom, peace, and unity. See, that is the one that is, when you think about how divided the nation is, okay, oh man, but thank God. Thank God for this candidate. that has unified Nigeria. He's not even in that seat yet. But look at the unity and the kind of hope this man has brought, to the minds of Nigerians. Okay? Just the thought of him makes you happy. And I'm talking about Peter Obi. As you guys know, I'm fully obedient and fully useful. Okay? So, just the thought of just seeing this guy gives you hope. The hope you restore again. He is on that mountain that the nation will be restored. He's on that rock that this nation will be restored. Just knowing him, seeing him, and hearing him talk. The man is so graceful, the way he talks, okay? The way he talks and the way he relates. He can relate to you. This man can relate to every citizen of Nigeria. He can. And I believe he's not a fluke. I don't think he's a fluke. I think as we see him, we've seen him. Everything we see right now in him is who he is. We can, that man can relate to anybody, every Nigerian. And that is why you see all these drawings that he's getting. The way he's drawing people, okay? And he's one man that's not afraid to going anywhere. He goes everywhere freely, walks freely, interact with people freely, So that tells you that this is his time. Like we said, nothing can stop any man whose time has come. And we know that this man, his time has come. His time has come. And nothing is going to stop him. By God's grace. By God's grace, and if God tarries. If God tarries, and by his grace, by this time, Saturday, we should be all rejoicing wherever we are. But again, back to what we are saying. That man is carrying the hope of a nation. Imagine how heavy that man is walking. How heavy he is as he walks. The weight of the nation he's carrying, and it's not even there. But he is carrying the weight of that nation because he feels and he knows the pulse. He knows the pulse. He feels the pulse of every citizen of Nigeria. That man has gone around. You hear him say that you've been to all the 36 states. Been almost everywhere. Places that some people haven't even been to. There's a video I was watching. He went to a place that nobody has gone to. He went there. That is mindset. That is mindset. He's coming at the right time. He's coming at the right time. And I know that God, who is minding our affairs, who is watching over us, will not allow us to be failed this time around. Because God himself felt not his own. He mind our affairs. He mind our affairs from where he is. Okay? And this, again, like I said again, is our time. So we are talking about the principles of our national anthem and our national pledge. That's what we're talking about tonight. Okay, that's because as I was preparing for yesterday's program, I stumbled upon it. Then as I started looking into it, then it started speaking to me. It started speaking to me. I know that personally there have been areas also I felt as a Nigerian, okay, but not to the extent of these guys. There's an area you yourself has felt as a Nigerian, but not to the extent of these guys. Because anointing, we say, flows from the head to the foot. So everything starts from them. We look up to them. We look up to them. They are the first defender and commander of this tenant. They are. But they failed. So if they failed, then what can we do when they failed us? Okay? But there is hope again. Nigeria is rising. Nigeria is rising. This is our season. This is our moment. The restoration we've been hoping for and praying for is here. The new Nigeria is here. It's only a matter of time, okay, for our joy to be fully, to be complete. The joy is going through a restoration process. Okay, God is restoring everything, and in due time, which we know will be on Saturday, our hope and our joy will be complete. Amen, 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 amen. Okay, this is a very unique country. It's a very great country. Okay, it's just that the people we've allowed to lead us, either by design or by default, we allowed to led us to where we are today. But there is hope again. Nigeria is about to be the Nigeria we all clamor for, we all dream of, we all hope for, we all wish for, we all pray for every day. Okay, that Nigeria is here. Okay, thank you so very much once again for joining us. This is still the call for us to be part of this process. Okay, it's the call for us to be part of this process. This is an important week and weekend for every Nigerian all over the world. Like I said, over 250 million of us all around the world. Every one of us, this is an important week for us. Okay, if you can pray, you pray. Whichever way you do, you can do your thing to make sure that we have the right man there this weekend. Please do. Please do. We've been in this journey for a long time. We've been in this journey for a long time, and it's time for us to move to the next level. It's time for us to move to the next level. But Nigeria as an entity will not get there. It is also it's us as the citizens that will help to push and take Nigeria and get Nigeria to that level that we all hope and wish for. Okay, so thank you so very much. This is still your favorite podcaster, Blessing Sydney Iwela. I want you to share this. This is an important topic. Go back. You can go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. If you have not done that, go back there and subscribe to our YouTube channels. We have a lot of videos coming out. We have more revelations coming out about this election. It's what we pledge for and it's what we will live to. So we want you to be a part of the new Nigeria, amongst other channels that you watch. Make this channel also your home channel. By God's inspiration and guidance and care, we will continue to update you and give you what you need to know about Nigeria. We are fully into this course, and this course we will live to. Thank you. It is your viewing, your support, your contribution that is also helping us. Yesterday we got more feedback. If you look at our afternoon streaming, the forecast broadcast we did this afternoon, where we did an encore. We did an encore following the previous broadcast on the issue of thuggery and thugs in Nigeria. Why we should be mindful of it and make sure that it does not have a place in this current electoral dispensation. So we did get a lot of feedbacks. People called us in, people emailed us, sent us texts, and also updated us with the current happenings in Lagos with one of the gangs that was supposed to be handling the electoral materials. Imagine this. A thug handling our electoral material. So eventually that matter was taken to court, and God ruled on my favor. Okay, God ruled on the favor of every Nigerian, because we know that that was going to be an issue. Having such an individual, such a character, handle our electoral materials and the election materials. So eventually we got a ruling. And he's not going to be part of that process anymore. Thank God. You know, we're still praying also for the other guys also we mentioned on our previous broadcast, for them not to be part of the electoral process or come close to be handling anything electoral materials. Okay, so we're still saying that there is no place for thug and thuggery in this current election. We'll continue to speak about it. I have some of my friends that have done podcasts, talk about it and stuff. So that is the anthem right now. Because if we can arrest that situation, then we are going to have a free and fair election. We are going to have a free and fair election. But if we don't arrest that situation, I'm telling you, millions of our votes will not count. It will not count. Okay? So, again, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow on our next broadcast. Again, share. That is the language for this. Share. All right? Tomorrow, we're going to be discussing on another topic, especially some of the headlines that came through. As I was going through the research for this, I came across so many headlines. This one talks about this one is from CNN. It says that Nigeria is about to hold Africa's largest democratic exercise. Here is what you need to know. So we're going to look into that. This one now talks about can Nigerian P2B ride his newfound momentum all the way to the presidency? Okay, so that's another one. So there are different topics we're going to be, looking into and diving into between now and the election day. But for the time being, talk to people in Nigeria, talk to the people that can vote, talk to them and let them get ready for the big thing that is about to happen this Saturday. Once again, thank you so very much. Okay, thank you, people. Yeah, we're back live. We just lost connection for a minute, but our Instagram people and our YouTube people are still on with us. So, okay, once again, thank you so very much. My heart is filled with joy. I can proudly call you family. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on our next program. So subscribe to our channel and share our channel. Let us grow this movement. We are not going to stop with the election. After the election also, we're going to be part of the new governance by God's grace. Okay? So thank you once again, and I will see you on our next broadcast. Thank you. I still remain. Blessings, Sydney Iwala.